his views based on what CNN wanted to say versus
He gave his view, his gave.
but versus Don Lemon, who constantly kept trying to do the just try to tag his political views in the conversations. He likes to also add the black part in, and I think that's the flamboyancy that the general population of watchers don't really care too much to see. They would much rather you just stick to the prescribed topics, and move on.
I think it's convenient. If it serves a purpose, they'll put them on. And if it doesn't, they'll take them off. There's certain things you can't say, even if you feel. And that's probably what happened. I still don't know what too gay means. It's either that you're gay or not. So. That's a weird thing to say.
There's levels to gayness.
It's a spectrum. Okay, honestly, truly, when people say things are too gay, I feel like we know usually it means either someone's very comfortable in their gayness or they're a feminine gay person. That's usually what it means. They're too gay, and so it's it means that that person is gay. A lot of people are cool with people who are gay and they don't know about it. They don't talk about their personal lives, or you don't talk about your personal life. You just got a job, it's whatever. But once they know about it, it's oh, well, you talking about your man as a man is too gay, or you talking about your woman and we want to hit fine shit. That's too gay. We don't like that. You never know with these dudes. A lot of men are like that, and I would say just because you're not like that, I do like psych, y'all. Even though I was fighting with him the other day. I just be like that. But it's just I feel just because you feel you're not that serious, or you're I don't be fighting with people if it's not serious. You don't come for me, I don't come for you. A lot of other people aren't like that. When niggas say something is too gay, it can be as easy as you told him that you have a husband instead of a wife. And now that nigga's mad because that shit is too gay for you. It's just, it really is a spectrum of not just gayness, but what people are accepting of. And I feel that's the whole thing that we're missing, or it's just people can get mad about it, but at the same time, there's a reason that he got the payout. They don't get these payouts just for some, random comments or someone being rude. It's a pattern of behavior that lets these people know that's why they deserve a payout. So
I'm gonna say that there is the spectrum is there's the extreme super flamboyant. Everything consists of being gay. Every single argument, every time they open their mouth, they're talking about their gay viscosity, and that makes it an issue. So we could be talking about ice cream and the next.
And most of them can't afford insurance. They've got children, they've got families raised, they're working all kinds of overtime. As a matter of fact, when they get hurt and disabled, which happens far more frequently than being killed, their pay is cut to about 66% of what they did before, and there's no overtime. And most of them go bankrupt. So they don't have that ability to get that extra insurance, that extra thing, unless they have a spouse.
Wait a minute. Nobody talk about ice cream. And please don't do that. Anybody, Planners or Nathan or any one of you other dunce in the room. So I think what the issue is, people much rather deal with a more palatable individual like Rachel Maddow. So just screaming to the heels that she's gay and nobody cares, Or like I said, Anderson. Hey, I was done. Anderson. He also doesn't do the same thing. But when it comes to the flamboyant side, it always seems to be the raunchy black gay that wants to scream high and low into anybody who hears them, that wants to yell it in your face and bring their boyfriend to the stage and kiss on stage and all that other shit. There's just a bunch of unnecessary shit that's not really valued or wanted. They want to push it in everybody's face, and I think that's the reason why they get fired. Because nobody wants to see the shit. Nobody cares. You go be gay over there. Stop trying to force everybody to accept your lifestyle.
about is because I feel like you don't feel like you're pushing your lifestyle on other people, while you do feel like other people are pushing their lifestyle on you, right? Like, for example, even when we talk about like, oh, the flamboyance of, gay black men, like I did be having that same issue. I'm like, oh my gosh, it got to a point that we went from, yes, ladies, show your body, fuck these niggas, do your thing, to like, goddamn, you got your whole ass out. The fuck? Like, no, girl, put a little bit of that up. Put a little bit of ass up, girl. But it's just like, that is where the culture has pushed them based on like what we're talking about. So you're being like, why these niggas got their ass out? Why they doing this? Why they doing that? You was clapping hardcore when the girls were doing it. And like, when it really boils down to it, a lot of feminine gay black men are around black women. It's actually not just the black men. Honestly, I won't say it's very diverse. There's a lot of, it's diverse. Like, honestly, I know all my brothers. Some of them, I love them all. It's just like, I feel like y'all act like y'all don't know where the culture came from when y'all were one of the biggest manifestors and the pushers of the culture. Like, y'all push this type of culture. Like, honestly, truly, if you really think about it, like 30 years ago, people was not thinking about ass. They was thinking about titties. But because of how y'all pushed it, yeah, now we got niggas out here being ass, 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 ass. I got white girls, competing with me. I'm like, oh no, I don't even want to compete with you. They're like, nah, I got a bigger ass. I remember back in the day when they used to be like, my skin's darker than yours because I got a tan. They don't even say that shit no more. They'd be like, I got a bigger ass than you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, okay. I don't be in the gym. It's gonna be okay. But it's just like, y'all have to act like y'all are the pushers of that culture. It's not like they're doing this out of nowhere. It's not like these gay black men who have like gone up and like now they're like, some of them are like, making motion off of supporting black women, but also some of them are making motion off of being themselves. But like, the whole thing comes from y'all niggas. Like, what are you talking about? The BBL culture, like the culture of getting BBLs, being thick as shit, making sure your thighs match, all of that shit. You're mad that gay people are taking this on, but being realistic, a lot of gay people have like taken up and been there for black women, but they also see black women as something that they like want to see in themselves. And then you have these standards for black women, and then you are confused why these men want to be out here with fat asses.
That don't make
Like,
no damn sense.
Saucy Santana is out here. Literally, there's so many like people on TikTok doing like the same like little things he does, where it's like, period, this and that. Why do you think they want to look up to black gay men instead of black straight men?
Well, I would say that now that gender and sexuality are on a spectrum, meaning they are fluid, that we should not have to consider sexuality an immutable characteristic. I don't think it ever was. So take those right.
Alright, so
if man could be woman and woman could be man, then you know what? Fuck it. I think gay man could be straight and straight man could be gay.
And I personally
and
may
humans
have
can
a
be dogs.
vagina and be a bad bitch. Shut up. But I am a big nigga. I know for sure if I was trans, I would be 6'5" with a big dick.
It's just stupid shit in here.
Shut up, Lion. Go ahead, Monica. I'm sorry, baby.
All you
Shut up, Lion. Monica was speaking. I don't want to hear you. Let her go.
I don't care what you want to hear or not. You shut up.
I'm actually the conversation.
The overall point is.
Shut up and let her go. I'm never going to listen to you. I don't respect you. I don't respect you and I don't care.
Because I wanted to ask another question.
This is the stupidest shit ever.
I don't want to listen to him.
Okay, then shut up. Go somewhere else.
I want to listen to her.
I don't care what you want to listen to. This
You're just talking. I'm not going to answer you.
Lions are respected.
talking to you.
Lions are a respected member of the community. So.
He's a coon. He's a coon.
What's wrong with this crazy ass woman? Look, here's necessarily know that anymore. The overall point is, you think that they're your allies, and in fact, they're your replacements, and you're an idiot for siding with these people who all they do is copy you, trying to beat you so they can take what's left of the heterosexual men that they can. That's the ultimate point. They're here to deceive and trick niggas, and you help them. They never actually was on your side about anything. Just look at the political standing that they have with you. What are they actually fighting for? For you, black woman. What do you
You
get?
want me to
What the
answer
white?
Lion, for real?
Wait. The right
Lion,
to
you want
abort. Wait, no, not yet. No, not yet. The right to abort your children is what they stand for you. And what else? What other political statement are they making for you, dumbass woman?
Okay, is it my turn? No, I do. Let's be very clear. What they fought for was our fucking freedom. Are you fucking stupid?
From who?
Like, the reason that we even got here to America is because black people didn't respect each other enough to not sell each other into slavery.
Hold on.
Black people didn't even respect each other enough to not sell each other into slavery. And then we got into here to America, and I can pop shit, and I'll pop shit with any white man, but at the end of the day, they can always be like, yeah, but who stopped that shit? Who stopped slavery? Who stopped it?
It was fake.
Let's be fucking for real. If no, you, like, listen, y'all niggas was not on that. Y'all niggas was like, even to this day, there's people who come from the African continent that we have always been trained to love and care for, and they're like, we're happy we sold you into slavery, blah, blah, blah. These people around me, they do not do that type of shit. What are you talking? It's crazy. It's crazy behavior. And the fact that you can even be like, what did they give you? Bitch, America,
Yeah,
what
what-
you talking
so
about?
the
I'm happy to be in America.
Hold
What are you talking about? I literally don't have to work hard at all. Like, even when they have all these, like, they, put people out the country, and they're like, who's gonna work these farm jobs? Not me. I work a cute little job. I do my little thing. I don't do too much work. Like, honestly, I'm happy to be where I am, and I feel like y'all feel like they never gave a shit. But to be honest, like, that's why I do take up for my homegirls, because I definitely understand where sometimes, okay, if we talking shit on you, you gonna have to move on. I'm not saying that being black in America means that we're, like, being treated like the nicest ever, but honestly, it's better being treated nicely in America than somewhere else. Like, the fuck is you talking about? Like, we have cute little work from home jobs. I don't even have to get dressed to go to work. I be talking to people, like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not the same. Like, the whole idea of, like, these people are fucking us over and it's the worst thing ever. Even me personally, that's why I came into the room and I apologized. It's like, because I was drunk that day, and I was like, I'm sorry for being mean to you.
I apologize as well. I didn't hear you apologize. I apologize as well. But it's all just letting you know, a new day is a new day. I don't hold anything against you, but I appreciate it.
Thank
And I
you.
reciprocate back.
Can you make y'all what you
I could be popping my shit sometimes. Shut up, nigga.
Knowledge, did you hear what happened?
I got to go with it.
That's
Wait,
my whole thing.
someone with a plus sign spoke to me. What's up, Monica?
Hey, yeah, plus community right here. So, Knowledge, did you hear what happened? I learned something really valuable on Clubhouse recently.
Yeah, what that is.
I've heard that calling someone weird is actually worse than calling them the N-word or an atheist. I did not know that.
Yeah, that is unfortunately true. And I don't understand it, because I'm just saying you're weird, like you're being strange, like you're not being normal. I feel like the niggas is taking it too hard. I feel like it's a lot more than shit.
For the record, in this room, there's a list. So from worst to bad, the worst word.
Wait, so
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm in the middle of something. What's up?
Oh, I was just looking through a 2017 Kiplinger magazine I used to subscribe to, and that's when Trump was in office.
Uh-huh.
And 24 to turn it around.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Um,
Oh, you know what else? There's an article. There's a number of articles. Back when you got caught up in that 2019 deal,
mhm.
it's still being talked about as one of the worst times that ever happened,
Mhm.
or of the era where people like your age range did get caught up in that shit.
Mhm.
Really makes me mad every time I see it. Anyway, what are you doing?
I'm about to go work on the coach house.
Oh yeah, do what?
Tape it all up and lay plastic all around so I can. I don't really want to do 2 cans or even 1 can today, but I have to get this painting done because I just had 2 new cans shaken up. So.
Well, they do say it holds for a couple of days.
Mhm.
I sure as hell wouldn't trust that.
Take it
What do
back.
those guys know? They're only selling the shit. Doesn't mean they know shit.
What do you mean? You think I should bring it back and have him shake it again?
No, I think you should stir it. Don't you always take stir sticks when you have paint?
I also bought like a metal mixer that I can put on my electric screwdriver to.
Ooh. That'll spit all over the place. That you didn't need. You just use a paint stick. Kind of like dig it up from the bottom carefully.
Mhm.
I wish I was there. I'd paint that little beauty for you. What color is it?
It's just white.
But you gotta paint it again. Only time
There's
I
stains,
ever saw it,
you know,
looked like it was
'cause-
in good shape.
It flooded, so there was all the staining on the walls from all the moisture.
Oh, whoa! I don't know if the paint's gonna cover that without a primer.
No, I can wipe down most of the stains.
Well, you sure should first. They got a product called TSP,
I know.
trisodium phosphate.
I know.
Um,
I literally just, you can use a wet rag and paper towel. I don't need to scrub all the freaking walls. It's too much work. And that chemicals, you know, you're dealing with all that chemicals. It's like, this is the thing I hate about painting is you're literally exposing yourself to all these chemicals. It gets all over your skin. It's such a pain
there's a
in the
real
ass.
prep period. That's what painters get $5 for, is that prep work.
Yeah.
Tarping everything down, taping it, but it's still not worth it to me because I can invest in a $5 roll of tape and do the baseboards. I'm glad I'm done painting. It is. I painted this whole damn place myself. Every wall, ceiling, it's over. Now don't paint during the heat of the day. Start getting that, get out there in the morning while it's still nice and cool, have the doors and windows up, and roll it out. Do you have a Harbor Freight near you? I don't think so.
No.
Nah?
No.
That's where you get the best prices on that paint stuff.
Mm.
I bought myself a Sawzall yesterday. I'll leave it in my will for you. Yeah. So everything else okay? You okay?
Yeah, things are going fine. I just gotta keep moving. That's it, and everything will be okay.
Yeah. That's what Aunt Linda said probably about a year ago. She said, you gotta keep moving. Because when you get older,
Mhm.
I don't really like doing paperwork anymore. I don't really like housekeeping, cleaning anymore. I'm even slowing down on cooking. It's like all of a sudden, bam-o.
Yeah,
It's
cooking.
hitting me. I'm slowing down.
Did you or Samantha ever get that thyroid treatment surgery where they cut into your neck?
No, but Aunt Linda had that when she was a kid.
Really? As a kid she had it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess they wanted one of the 5 daughters to get caught up in some kind of surgery so they can make some money.
What I don't understand is how is how you're the baby of the family, right?
Yeah.
So how the hell did how is Nancy doesn't have the same father as you? But what did your mom get back together with your dad after
My mother
their...
went outside her marriage, and Nancy was created, and I believe that's why I was created, to cover her indiscretion up.
See, that's so conspiratorial. It's like you think you were a cover-up baby. It's so stupid.
You know what? I like myself. I do, because I can see that I just kept on pushing forward, although I was like kind of left out there all by myself. Even when I was a young child, you're on your own.
Yeah, but I mean,
like myself
I
because
know.
of my succeeding, but and it really doesn't matter
Exactly.
who your mother is or who your father is.
Exactly. That's
if
my
you
point.
grab on and hook in,
Yeah.
that's the only way. That's the only way it happens for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say when you. That's why I'm making fun of you when you say you're a cover-up baby. I'm like, yeah, like you just came up with the correct answer, but you know, I was just wondering because like, how the hell does a woman get back with the man that? Well, I guess it makes sense now that I think about it, but it's still.
Well, think about. I just thought of this. Nancy was the fourth child. Mom was probably out of her mind. Right? She's got 3 kids already. Now she's got a 4th one. So just having those 3 tipped her over the edge to having an indiscretion moment.
Uh-huh.
But when I was just a teenager, she invited me out to lunch, which was really off. That was out of the norm. And we go to meet this guy in a restaurant. His name was Mike. And I had to endure having lunch with a man that she's having an affair with.
Mm-hmm.
And Nancy finds a love letter in my mom's purse. And she shows it to me. And she says, show it to Dad. That was George.
Mm-hmm.
My stepdad. Show it to George. So I did. I just handed it to him. And I don't know the discussion that he and my mom had. But this guy was flowering my mother with gifts. And I think that's when she started those babysittings out of the house, so that she could have them come over to her babysittings. Because don't you find that odd that she's babysitting other families' children, leaving her own kids? Nancy and I were left in the house.
Mm-hmm.
She would come over to our house and make a sandwich. And Nancy and I would let ourselves in the door. We had a key because we'd walk home from school and have our lunch and then lock the house back up and walk back to school.
Mm-hmm.
While my mom's at the other person's house.
I have this book about...
Anyway, I thought of an idea. Here's a suggestion. No, an opinion. I think Trump is promoting crypto because he wants to close down the Treasury because it's a big waste of money. And kind of start fresh and anew where we have control, because the U.S. has completely lost control of all the agencies that run it. And there's way too much fat, so he's trimming off that fat. And he's got his hand in crypto himself. Intel put trails in behind their big ass building.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy introduced me to those trails, and it's kind of nice. God, we just talk politics and news. And he's great. He's a married guy. He's a man that did all the plaster work here for me. And he was a Catholic, so he went to Catholic schools. And he lived in Naperville.
Naperville's very popular now.
Have you met anybody exciting lately?
Yeah, I met this girl, but she's moving back to Germany, so it's not going anywhere.
Oh. Cut them off when things aren't even looking good, right? I've always wasted my time hanging too long.
You know, I was kind of upset, and then I did some yoga in the park, and I looked up at this beautiful tree, and it you know, some kind of like a eucalyptus tree or something, but looked so amazing. I was just like, the message was everything will be okay. You know, like don't be upset about anything. Just day by day, and that's it. Like people come,
Yeah, you know what it
people
was?
go.
You were seeing the moment, the beauty, spring. Spring is kind of like a blessing in itself. And you were appreciating the moment.
Yep.
Don't read any more into it than that.
No, that's
You
it.
were being thankful.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that I got the message.
Yeah, nice, isn't it? I get those little epiphanies every so often too. And I'm so glad that I took that breath, because there it was. I don't get them too often, but sure do recognize them when I do get one.
Marriage is like the perfect analogy to debt, meaning that you create this essentially an artificial contract which involves all these unknown third parties in the future.
Who are those third parties?
Judges, lawyers, police, counselors, society, basically.
Okay.
So, I was just saying, I was listening to Bill Maher, and he was saying that marriage jokes are very popular because marriage sucks, so it's fun to make fun of it. But yeah, I mean, if you find somebody you really like and everything is going well, you know, it's a beautiful blessing. So that's where I want to be. But unfortunately, because I have this lawyer and a judge up my ass, you know, it adds another layer of penetration to all my relationships. And
That's where a girl's gonna take a hike.
well, my point is, if a girl's gonna take a hike, and then maybe she's not really interested. Well, the point is, she's not interested in me. So it's like, I guess I need to unfuck my situation to get a girl interested again.
It's actually a
It's a filter, basically.
like you said, if the girl's into you, she will step up with your problems. But you gotta you gotta tell her the truth. And then, it's not a bad, what you did, 2019, property values dropped. It was all a bank win-win situation. And you said, fuck you, I'm out. That's exactly what you did. Now, when she tells her parents that's the other layer you're talking about.
Yeah.
They'll probably say, just keep going, honey, keep going.
Yeah.
Would you? I know I would if you were my kid and your girlfriend was in that dire strait.
Well, that makes me kind of jaded about love, meaning that it's not really about. It's not even about it's not even about attraction.
The apartment building.
Well, what I'm saying is, love is. You should. I guess it's a good way to actually do like a diagnostic on love. You know, both ways, whether it's not really love and it really is about arrangement or providing security. So, yeah, I understand it from the position of like an animalistic position where that man has to go out there and come back home with meat. So, That's basically the situation.
Some girls gonna say, yeah, we can live there. We can pay that mortgage. It doesn't matter to me. It's not my building. But as long as we got a nice apartment in our lap, we'll live there.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is there's always levels, meaning somebody who's living in a Roach Motel studio, you know, in a shitty part of the town, if you can fall in love with somebody that's something significantly better than you, you've just improved your situation. But then, but that person is usually like a low quality tenant, somebody you don't even want to rent to begin with. So.
We're not talking about renters. We're talking about girlfriends.
Well, what I'm saying is, I'm already living with people in this building. You know, it's like ridiculous. It's like a big house. I live with 2 people, 3 people. I mean, if somebody else moves in, I mean, the whole thing is, if you don't have a kid, Mom, there's like no reason to live with somebody. To tell you the truth, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, because what's the point of living with you if we're not like creating a baby and raising a child? Like, you know, I just find it to be kind of, you know, you can enjoy your boundaries, I'll enjoy my boundaries, but I prefer my peace and quiet by myself. I mean, you know, I think
it
it's
is nice to have somebody like once a week committed to having dinner over at their house, or they come over to your house, you split it, and then you go dancing with them when there's music to go out. That was pretty nice. I'm really missing that with that guy.
Well, that's
but
dating.
That guy.
That's going out on a date. There's lots of people who want to go out on dates, but there's a lot of people who also don't want to pay for dates, and thus they're just looking for sex. And you know, those are like sociopath or just basically drug addicts. They're sex addicts.
Or maybe they're looking to hook a guy with qualifications.
A lot of it is spam too. A lot of people are just talking on these apps, and like it's all just spam, you know. So I don't know. You know,
and what a waste of time.
It is a huge waste of time.
Haven't you seen anybody? My health club's full of girls that have their camel toe hanging out with these skinny spandex panties on.
I know. I went to the gym today, and there's just so many beautiful women that I'm like, you know. All you have to do is have confidence and communicate and ask if they're interested in going out on a date. I mean, that's all. It's not, you know, I'm past the shyness aspect, but it's also, I just want to work out. But, you know, it's in the summertime, I'm going to be asking, you know, beautiful girls if I can get their number and take them out on dates. I mean, I don't have a problem, you know, trying to talk to people. You know, a lot of it is just the motivation.
If they don't like a date that you're not paying for anything, and you just take a walk and talk, that's the only way you can really see what, let's say they see a dime on the ground.
Mama,
they bend over to pick up the dime and they're excited. Look, I found a dime.
Mom, a lot of women, unfortunately, they just don't like to drink $1.50 Miller High Life. You know, I don't see any difference between that and a $20 cocktail. But a lot of girls, they just, you know, they want. I think girls who get everything paid for, it's exhilarating for them, and they feel like they're walking on a cloud. And you can, if you buy somebody $100, $200 dinner, $300 dinner. The joy that immediately comes out of them at that exact moment. It's because they feel like, you know, God's grace is pouring down riches to them at every moment, you know, and you're just that guy on a Tuesday, and then there's somebody else on a Wednesday and a Thursday. I mean, I don't know, there's some girls that live like that, you know. It's the Marilyn Monroe dream, I suppose, if you're really beautiful and you work it, because again, it's all spam, and there are girls talking to hundreds of people on their phones. So it's a crazy way to live your life, because it's spam, you know. You have no real peace of mind. You're kind of
Let me tell you, when I was having that guy come over to my house for dinner, it would take me a couple of days to grind up walnuts and put cocoa with it and make these like dessert balls and marinate my meat, and it gave me a chance, shave my your money making these appetizers, main encore, and dessert for this jerk. But it was exciting. It was a way to show off my culinary skill. You see, you don't really need to take somebody out to dinner. If you can impress somebody with your cooking and they're appreciative because you know that they don't know how to cook, and if you get into that deal once a week, you go to her place 1 week, she comes to your place 1 week. And if she can't come up with a menu because she's, not a cook, then the two of you put your heads together and you come up with the diet menu. Don't you find that engaging?
Mm-hmm.
That would help you push you forward too into figuring out food. Oh, I got a story to tell you. I went to a barbecue across the street, a graduation party for the autistic son, graduated high school. So this lady sitting at the table I was at, she says, I know you. He said, you do? I said, I don't know you. She says, yeah, we worked together at Le Peep in Park Ridge. She says, I was only 18, and you were about 30, 31. I said, yeah, that is the age I was when I was working over there. And she says, I remember what a hard worker you were. She says, I asked you to hold the dustpan while I swept it into the pan, and you said to me, here's how you do it. Put your left hand on the dustpan, you put your right hand on the broom, and you sweep your own dustpan full. And she says, I remember how physically fit you were. I really was enamored by you. And then she talked to me about, remember that place you wanted to work at, the Edison Park Inn?
Uh-huh.
Remember that along the railroad track?
Yep.
She says it's even expanded more. And she said Trader Joe's and Whole Foods went in Park Ridge. She said La Peep is gone. But what an interesting, she went to high school with some of Jim Chivister's children. How do you like that small world?
Small world after all. All right, well, I want to try to save some sunlight here, and I have probably fucking 10 hours of work ahead of me. Who knows how long it'll take me to paint this stupid place. One coat is never enough, so thanks for the call. I hope you're doing well and had a great day, and let's talk later this week.
Okay, let me ask you one thing. Do you get up on a ladder and cut the ceiling and the wall in? You don't paint the ceiling.
No, the ceiling needs to be painted too.
That needs to be white.
Yeah, it's gonna
to
be white.
reflect the light.
The whole thing is white.
Whole thing is white?
Yep.
And what shine did you get? The satin, the flat, or the...
Satin. I think satin.
You got satin? That's what you should have got. You did that right. Did you take all the wall plates off the light switches and the plugs?
I'm gonna tape them with painter's
No,
tape.
no. Take them off so that you could just roll
Yeah,
right around them and you won't get that buildup next to the plate.
Yeah, some of
I'll
them.
fly in tomorrow.
No, you can stay right where you're at. If you'd like to come here, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're going to your house in October apparently for the big 100. Can you imagine what it'll be like when you turn 100?
I hope I die when I'm 84. 82.
Why? You could
That
still.
means I only got 9 years left.
Why your
That's enough for me.
Your 80s can still be very, lived very well. I mean, you can really enjoy life in your 80s if you take care of yourself.
I don't enjoy life.
Oh, you don't enjoy life? But what's the difference? I mean, whether you're 80 or how old are you now?
71.
71. Well, 9 more years you'll be 80. I'm sure you're going to make it to 80. At least. And then maybe 89. And then when you're like 94, I'll be like, wow, do you think you'll make it to 100? And you'll be like, I don't know, and I don't care. We'll find out. And then when you get to 100, you'll be like, you'll still be talking about, you know, who knows what you'll be talking about when you're 100. But I mean,
hope I get hit by a car.
you want to get hit by a car?
That'd be the easiest way out.
Getting hit by a car sounds horrible. It's not an easy death.
Who cares as long as it does the job?
Well,
I'm less interested in continuing to live. There's nothing left to live for.
well, I think
I've
that's.
done it all.
I,
I've done it all.
Yeah, but then that should be a good place to be when you've done it all, because then it's literally just about every day. See, you know that movie with Bill Murray, Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
He was trapped in a time loop. He couldn't get out of, you know, the same Groundhog Day every day until he finally became happy and he realized that he was getting angry over everything. And then he fell in love with the girl, and then the movie ended. It's an interesting movie to watch. You should rewatch it because it's really all about anger management. I mean, here's a challenge. I'll give you a challenge. Try not to be angry for 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days. Imagine if you could go 30 days without getting angry about anything. That would be, it's a challenge. It's very difficult because there's so many things that happen all the time where you're just like, motherfucker, this is fucking unbelievable. You know, so, I mean, I went to the gym the other day and, you know, the light turned orange as I'm through the intersection and the camera goes off and boom, I got another $100 ticket. And so you're just like, you know, even when you go to an intersection and you see that timer counting down, you know, 10, 9, 8, if you don't have enough time, and plus basically that means you can't even be going fast. So I'm saying like the speed limit here is 30, 35 now, everywhere. You can't go over 35 anywhere. So I'm just saying you just have to drive very slowly here. And anyways, so my point is it's the same thing in life. People are road raging all the time. In the real world, at work, in their car, on the phone, on the internet, they're road raging. So the revolutionary or the enlightenment way to live your life, if you want to change your life, Mom, is to try to go 30 days without getting angry over a single thing. And you'll be like, huh, well...
I don't have the obsession of the telephone or the email or that stuff. I'm chill. People like it chill. They like being around me. I'm really easy going. It's you guys, your age range.
Yeah, but you just said
twice as fast.
You just said you want to die at 84 and get killed by a car. Like that doesn't sound to me like somebody who's chill. That sounds to me.
That's one way. I could probably come up with a few other ways, but
if it
happens,
and you just said you've already.
I'd be lucky.
See, my point is, you just said I've already experienced everything, and everything is boring. So I'm just trying to point out that, like, you know, if Dad has told me this too about being bored, about not having a job. You know, this is the thing about Aunt Pat, at least, like the artistic, the manufacturing of art, you know, and creating art. You'll never be bored because there's infinite possibilities. But people who are bored are essentially lazy. That's kind of what happens. They no longer want to create shit, and they just want shit to be automated for them. So, that's just my opinion.
You know, you just have to eat again. It's like life amounts to eating. You have to go get the shit to eat it. Or you can pay for shit food in a restaurant and be angry about it.
Well, this is what I like about living here, at least in northwest side of Chicago, is that I have 50 different good food options that I rotate, you know, amongst. So my food intake is always high quality and always varied. I never get sick of what I'm eating, and then I try to find the most high quality food for the best price, and then I mix and match. I mean, you know, it's and it gives you, you know, and food is so amazing. It just tastes, you know, some food is just so good. You're just like, wow, I'm in heaven right now, and it's fatty and delicious. But I just worked out, so I earned it.
Fatty and delicious. When's the last time you had a physical?
last night. But bump. Yeah.
You should have a physical and probably a prostate check.
Oh yeah, I want some Indian guy from Hyderabad sticking his finger up my butt saying, "Oh, Mr. Kitover, your prostate feels very nice. To feel so good. How does it feel when I push here?" Oy!
Have you ever had one yet?
No.
No. How about you don't have colon checkups yet, right? Or do you?
Nah, no colon checkups yet. Nah, I'm good on the colon and the prostate for right now. I got bigger things to worry about, like paying my gas bill, paying my electric bill. Oh my god, the fucking utility prices are driving me crazy.
Okay, just checking to see if you're taking care of yourself. You
Yeah.
have free
I
health care.
just went to the gym today. I'm doing more pull-ups than I've ever done in years.
I know, but you gotta check the cholesterol, thyroid, all those checkups. And all, that's what they do when they do a checkup.
What-
Do a blood draw and
what
it
were
tells
you-
them everything you're lacking.
How many boosters have you gotten?
2.
And you got 2 vaccines?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so much information out there that I'm sure you don't even care about or have ever read about. But, I mean, you do know that it was probably a bad idea to take those, vaccines and the boosters. But
I think it was all a shit show for some deliberate purpose.
how can
I
you
think
just?
it was a cleansing to get people off of Social Security to save the system.
It was a purge.
I think there was a number of reasons to do it.
Yeah, it was a huge
They need
purge.
and when all those people that did die, and they had large estates,
Oh yeah.
so when those estates got cashed in, that's when the tax revenue came in.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
they spent trillions of dollars on loans, on borrowing. Heroes Act, 1.5 billion, 1.5 trillion. So, the country's now at 40 trillion in debt. So that was the biggest scam, is all the COVID relief funding and buying 30 fucking million vaccines every month. I mean, the government,
And masks.
everything, yeah, masks, the rotisserie chickens, the incubators. I mean, this is the thing that I really dislike about life, is that it's like lawyers and doctors, and that's it. They're like those two fuckers, those two categories of reality control so much of the pie, and where your taxes go and how your life turns out. I mean, it's those two fuckers. And the worst one is the doctor, in my opinion. I heard this doctor at the gym today talking about how they can no longer get Medicare, and so they're switching to Medicaid Advantage as their way to lure
Medicare Advantage.
to lure new customers in, and they have to adapt with the times. And hearing this conversation, I was just like, ugh, what a fucking scam artist, like just finding a new way, meaning that it's the fucking government. Without the government, these doctors wouldn't even be able to earn a fucking living. They'd be making pizza prices, because they're a dime a
I'm getting
dozen.
a doctor appointment here now. These doctors are leaving. They've already left. I was getting a colonoscopy, and the guy had like an Israeli accent. I said, "Oh, where are you from?" He says, "I'm from Israel, and I'm here." Jordan. He was from Jordan, and he said he was here for 5 years, and then he leaves. He was a young man.
Yeah.
So they're doing maybe what they would call a residency, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's who they're bringing in here, because all the doctors are leaving.
Well.
It's a shit show here.
Oh,
And that's just another reason I wanted to say, hey, fucking knows. Whatever's happening has nothing to do with my doing, but it affects me. Try to get a dermatology appointment.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's like they're letting you just die here. I know. And you get to pay them $180 a month for that Medicare Advantage.
Exactly.
That gives me less to live on, and I get less protection.
So why didn't Trump and the Republican Congress stop taxing Social Security benefits?
Well, because they took tax out of that money when you were working. So they were double dipping.
Yep.
And they just stopped that here in New Mexico 2 years now. So finally I'm getting, how much are you getting on your little $2,000 a year? Not a lot. So they couldn't tax you that much. And I mean, shit, maybe you're getting $200 back. That's what I'm getting back, 200 instead of them keeping the 2. I'm getting that 2 back. Wait till it's your turn.
Well, any other positive, optimistic, joyful advice or thoughts or comments?
No, counters are full of shit, paperwork. I've been living like this for so long, I overlook it now. And I say, I'll get it done when I get it done. I can sit there, and I can keep looking at it and walking past it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I got a lot of shit I gotta do. I got a lot of paperwork I gotta go through and finish. I gotta send this appeal back to the Treasury and to their Civil Rights Office. So today I'm gonna draft the letter and.
I find by getting up at 6 o'clock, I get a lot more accomplished between 6 and 9 when I go to the health club. So those are my 3 best hours.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably the optimal way to do it.
I'll be outside painting by 6:30. I just did wood putty on my posts and sanded them today. Now tomorrow I'll put another coat on and then sand that, and then I'll paint that area. Whew. Okay.
All right. Well, enjoy your evening, and I'll talk with you soon. And be well. And people love you. Be happy. Life is short.
Yeah. Someday I'll get a dog. Maybe that'll bring happiness to me.
You need to be. I don't know.
It's hard to find happiness when you live alone.
I think maybe you're just you're not. I think you need reprogramming. I think you need to be updated. I think you need a makeover and an update, like a software update in your brain.
No, I don't think I ever have been happy. I think I've been content because I've always stayed on top of everything. But happy?
It could be your perspective, but I bet how much you want to bet it's your conditioning, that all your life events, all your experiences. I honestly think a good book, is better than a lot of therapy. If you really read that book and it's basically meaning intelligence. It's like if you were smarter, maybe you'd actually be happier. That's the theory.
If you were smarter, you'd be happier? I don't know about that. I know some pretty damn rich people, and I would say when you have money, you just want to protect it and make more with it. That makes me content. Doesn't make me happy. Makes me better off than a high percentage of people that don't have any. So that makes me content.
So part of happiness is basically realization about who you are and where you came from. And that's why I say your conditioning has created such a powerful personality and identity that if you had like an ego death, so to speak, you would be happy. But you associate so much with your identity, meaning that if you go within, it's infinite within and it's infinite without. Like, you are the universe. So it basically comes down to meditation. And there's a saying, a Native American saying you might like. It says, "If you can say it, it is not true." So, if you can say, "I don't think I'm happy," well, then it's probably not true. You probably are happy. You just don't know it.
I'm content. God, I just had a real thought on that. No, it just kind of left me.
Oh, perfect.
I'm not angry. I know what I was gonna say. My confidence is so rock solid
Mhm.
that I don't feel anything can mow me down because I'm the human mower myself. Yeah, people think that because I'm gray-haired and because I'm in a house like this and I can have them come in and ask them for quotes, they don't know you. So they always go off the charts thinking they can, rape you for money. And I just go, thank you very much for coming over. I will take your consideration. And I go, next. I've gone through so many people for this house. I hate people. I hate them. But what I do have over them is I've got the money because I have made it in this business. And they don't know that. And they think they got the upper hand. And they don't know that I've got the upper hand, you dumbass. So it's been a good feels for me. But now I gotta find something else. And I don't know what that other thing is.
Well, you should come here, in the summer and rent one of my apartments, and I can give you a bunch of good books, a good joint, and some Miller High Life, and you can go sit on my boat, enjoy your summer.
Hey, you didn't get any takers for that boat?
No, just spam. I'm gonna lower the price.
What do you think about that? Would be risky. Rent it out.
No, I don't even have insurance on it. So if somebody I can put it on Airbnb, and I can try to rent it, but I just want to get rid of it. I don't even want to have to fucking manage that stupid. It floods. It's got water. It's got this. It's like I don't even want to deal with it anymore. I like going down there. I like the location, but fuck it. It's a floating bed for thousands of dollars a year. It's a waste of money.
Right. I agree. Before something happens,
I told my friend Ryan, I sent him a picture. I was like, dude, check out the boat I got. He goes, congratulations, you got the shittiest boat in the entire harbor.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm gonna go sit in the bathtub and pour water on my dusty body.
Okay, have a good evening. Thanks for the call. Love you. Talk to you soon.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Call me sometime, huh?
Okay, talk to you. Bye.
To being, oh, these are my kids, now this is my life. We have seen that and understood it. I feel like just because y'all niggas don't have that doesn't mean that we can't understand that. Yeah, y'all have all these niggas
Yeah, you
rapping
didn't
about the
understand
same
when I
thing.
said if.
Oh, okay, I'm still talking.
You hear this, Bima?
Be quiet.
Spam.
Yeah, thank you. You see how the same thing of like these niggas be rapping about the same shit, and you can be on that. You can be like, oh, I don't understand why things don't stay the same. But if you actually look into women, not just black women, Southern women in general, like we will listen, Big Dolly, we will guide you throughout the whole fucking thing. There is a thing where Beyonce was that bad bitch, and we was like, yeah, we twerking with Beyonce, to being like, yes, big mother, big auntie, big Solange. It's a movement that y'all are still doing the basic things of and not understanding how people grow. I feel like you think you're on this stage being like, oh, I'm that big nigga. All you're really showing us is that you a little nigga that don't grow.
What do you mean? So you think growing?
So I said if.
I I would
So I
have to
said
agree
if.
with you, but if you feel
I
like
said
some
so.
kind of way,
So I said.
You said
So I said.
y'all niggas.
So I said if.
person. So you wasn't
So I said.
talking to two.
So I said if.
Go after.
I led with the if.
Your mic is so big right now. Why?
I'm sorry. So I led with if. I said if, right? Which means if. So if it ain't true, what is it? It ain't. Let it fly. Any event. Number one. Number two. A movement, right? So she's matured and got a husband and kids. So that means her listeners should have a husband and kids. So I'm assuming, since you are caping for her, that there's a husband and some children around there somewhere. That's what I'm assuming.
I just wanted to add also specifically about the Monica Lewinsky lyric.
I'm doubting
When you
it.
compare her lyrically to other artists in her landscape, saying that is like imagery, but there are the girlies who are out there saying the thing with no veil, just throwing it out there, being very explicit with their words. And I don't think she's doing that.
Right, so there's Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion who want to talk about WAP. But then you got Beyonce who's doing it in a much more sophisticated way, which to me, I appreciate someone like telling you like it is more, then you can just kind of throw them in the trash where they belong. But someone like Beyonce, she takes the good, this wholesome, beautiful image that she's created over the course of 25 plus years, and then she mixes it with this poisonous message that, you know, she makes the bad look glossy and glamorous. And that's almost a little bit more pernicious. So I agree. She's definitely not as gratuitous and as explicit as a Megan Thee Stallion or the Cardi B or whatever y'all want to call Sexy Red with the booty hole color, right? There's that very graphic approach. Then you got Beyonce who pretties it up. And to me, there's an argument to be made that that's even more gratuitous because she's putting gloss on a piece of shit. This message is not good. And trust me, if I know it, sitting here, I'm a nobody, and she definitely knows it. And I believe that she's compromising on her values. She was raised in the church. Listen to her second Destiny's Child album. They're doing a whole commemoration. You singing Amazing Grace beautifully. Okay, listen to when she got on with Michelle Williams, and they talking about when Jesus can't say no, whatever that. They're doing it. So she knows, she has the awareness, which makes it even more of a sin. To be so aware of the truth and to be so, being prophetess, being so profiting. You're profiting off of selling people a poisonous message, especially young little impressionable girls. Especially, it's just sickening.
So I don't.
Beyonce right now. Like, how young is her fan base?
Her fan base extends from people in their 40s all the way down to the teen girls who look at Beyonce as a beautiful image of what it means to be a woman. And I would be cool with that if she just.
But here's the thing.
That's not true.
Yeah, because on top of that, are you saying the same things about, the male artists that are sending poisonous messages towards young
Come on,
men?
that's no little whataboutism. That's some little whataboutism.
Yes, just to answer her question, my message is consistent and across the board. Beyonce's just on the table right now.
Here's my thing about the whole thing. It's like, I definitely feel like you feel like you're coming from a point, but I feel like you're really not coming. Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible.
Wait, can you repeat that again? You seem like you're going from a point, but not from a point.
She don't know how to be nice. She's about to be mean. That's all right.
No. She has something cooking, bro. She's like, you're going from a point.
No, I get where he has a point. I'm trying to be nice because it's like, I definitely feel like it's different for different people. I definitely feel like I have seen conversations where I'm like, okay, y'all doing too much of black men. They feel this type of way. I feel like you feel that type of way heavy. Me personally, I don't feel that type of way heavy. Like, I don't.
I feel
like,
that
I don't
type of way heavy. Which way do I
No.
feel?
Hey, listen, don't interrupt.
No, but I don't understand what you said. I feel some type of way heavy. Which side?
It's gonna make sense once she lands, brother.
I feel like.
But just know she feel your way real heavy. Go ahead.
I feel like you feel the type of way heavy where it's like, Okay, and I'm going to be honest with me, for example, right? I'm a black American. I'm from Memphis. People know this. Like, my grandfather was a sharecropper. My dad went into the Navy. He made his money. My mom has always spent that money. Like, it's, like, so me personally, I have been privileged, but that's what y'all niggas have worked for. Y'all worked for us to be privileged in the way that we are. But I feel like sometimes y'all still want us to step back into something that we've never experienced. And so that's what I'm saying, where I get where you're coming from, but I feel like me personally, like heavy is not it's not something I've experienced. So I'm not like putting you down being like what you're talking about isn't true. What I'm saying is that's more of my daddy, grandfather type of shit, not me.
But what is
right?
something that you haven't experienced? What haven't you experienced?
Honestly, truly, I have not experienced a lot of racism or crazy shit. Like, honestly, that's why I'm such a girl's girl. Cause the niggas don't be mean to me. Even in this room, like, Psycho was in the room, me and him was going off on each other. Even when I said something that was funny, he was like, I'm gonna let you have it. And he let me go. Like, he could have went off on me and really grabbed me by my hair and whipped my ass. But he was like, nah, alright.
Yeah, but I don't see how that's related to the Beyonce conversation. The fact that you haven't
What I'm
experienced
saying
racism.
is, and I'm trying to explain it to you, what you're saying is all of these people have to experience things in a certain type of way, and we don't. Honestly, truly, Beyonce has done a lot for people, not just like in the idea.
Oh, another beehiver, that's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't understand. All I said was, I said according to Tommy.
I'm trying to land. Y'all don't, and I feel like y'all don't want to fight, because honestly, every time I fight with y'all, I win, and they be calling me mean for going off on y'all. So let me finish, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, shut up, because y'all gonna call me a bully if I really go off on
you. You wild, Nathan. And you doing it again, Nathan. You encourage his foolishness. Nathan.
He does. I love that. I love that black men encourage this foolishness, because you know what? They got black daughters, nieces, they got their homegirls that they fuck with, and they're like, you know what, girl, go off. Period.
I would never encourage foolishness.
And you would never, but I would.
Exactly. I would too.
Y'all would never, but they would.
If I ran a crack house, I would absolutely encourage people to just smoke crack too.
Set y'all up and kick y'all down. But I'm being nice to y'all. And I feel like y'all don't even respect that. For real, for real. Y'all don't even respect the bare minimum of shit. Like, for real. Like, I will apologize and be cool with people, because I know, like, oh, okay, it's cool. Like, I'm not trying to do this too much. But y'all be thinking y'all on that bully. If I want him to kick y'all down and I was going to talk shit to y'all from the top, I could do that.
All right, back to the subject. All right, go back to this.
You just be lucky that she don't want to.
You're a pussy. That's the subject. Now, honestly, no, they want me to turn up.
That's all right. I ain't
what it
worried
is.
about it.
You want me to turn
She
up.
can't have another bucket.
You're a
Doesn't get
pussy.
another bucket.
You're a pussy.
It's like people ignorant. It's like people itch to be ignorant.
All right.
You're a pussy.
Yeah, it smells a lot better than what you got
That's
between
exactly
your
why
legs.
you
With that
just
wig
got
on your
mad.
head. Take that wig off
You
your
have
head.
to say something
Take the
shit
wig
like
off
that.
your head.
Tyler Perry
Walk
ass
on me,
nigga.
pussy. Your pussy
Okay, Tyler.
smells a lot better than your
Okay,
pussy.
Tyler Perry. Okay, Tyler.
Anyway.
Okay, Tyler. Put that wig on and
Take that
shake
wig
your
off your
ass.
head.
Put that wig on and shake your ass.
Get that off your head, though. You walking around with that wig.
Put that wig on and shake your ass. That's how niggas like
You look crazy with that wig on your head. Anyway, I was responding to Cali. And Cali, Cardi B and Megan Stallion over here. Beyonce is doing it in the worst, pernicious way. Sophisticated, because she's taking a bad message and she's putting lipstick on a pig.
And that bad message is better than
Tally, you
what
understand
you
what I'm saying?
about.
Tally, I was talking
No,
to you,
she
Tally. Can
don't.
you understand what
She don't.
I ain't talking to you. You ain't nothing but a dog face. We saw your face. You don't got a dog face. You don't got a dog face. Your face is like a dog face. You should say dog face, dude. Because that wig you got on your head, girl, I know you ain't talking no shit with that wig on your head. Take the wig off your head first. Anyway, Tally,
Leave her alone. Get some
Kelly,
fucking
where you
money.
at, girl? I'm
Fucking
talking to
loser.
you.
She got money and information. She don't
Kelly,
need
where
it.
you go? Girl, I was responding to your
She got
point.
green beans.
Can you respond to my point, girl?
No, she don't have
You
to
just want to hear
respond.
me drag you across the... I can't drag you because your wig keep falling off. When I try to drag you with your hair,
I don't have
you
to have
fall
a
off because you got a wig
I
on
have
your
real
head, girl.
hair. Ask
Take
your
that
mama
wig
about
off.
that.
Go put that
Fucking
PTR
loser.
back up.
Ask your
Everybody saw that big old wig
mammy
you
about
had
her
on.
hair. Ask your mammy about that shit.
Dog face, this dog face. You look like a dog.
Yeah. Dog face is giving a pit
Dog
bull.
face, not dog face. I'm gonna call you dog face from now on.
Your bitches to
I'm gonna
dog.
call you dog face from now on. You ain't dog face. That
And I
face
love
like a
that.
dog.
I love
Anyway,
that. I
I'm
love
trying
that.
to get back to the conversation.
Crying about how
You
nice
the one who want to take it there and call me a
pit
pussy.
bull.
Well, I'm gonna call it right back to you. You call me a pussy, my pussy don't smell
I
like
did
the way
call
your
you a
pussy smell.
pussy. I
And
did.
you got a smelly
You don't
ass
know how my
stinky
pussy
pussy.
smells because I would never let a loser
Sure do.
like you
Sure
up there.
do. You think just because Beyonce wear a wig don't mean you should wear a wig.
You're
Your wig is terrible.
disgusting. You're a loser
Anyway,
ass
can we move on,
nigga.
please? I
That's
want to
why
get back
you
to
have
the
to get
conversation.
some honor.
Hey, moderators, are y'all going to moderate? Y'all going to let this girl
Honor.
talk?
They are.
Come on,
They
nigga.
don't
Moderation.
Point of moderation.
They don't let
Let's get
this
back on track, guys.
be
Maybe,
nasty.
come on. Let's don't talk about people. Let's talk about the
That's
conversation.
right. Let's get
I wanted to say this to Manfred.
Nah, he want that smoke. Let him get that smoke.
Listen.
I feel like y'all got
Beyonce, regardless of what you feel.
Oh my God, Nick, you gonna do something about this?
When I was being nice,
Oh my God, here she goes.
when I was being nice,
Tell dog
y'all was like,
dog
she
face,
being nice.
respect the room. We don't want to hear your dog breath no more.
I
Let the
miss
man
her.
talk.
Nathan, this is your fault, fam.
Dog face,
Nathan, this is your fault.
moderate, let the man.
All right. I had to spray some water. I just wanted to say this. Dollface and Infinity, listen. It ain't good to be mad at each other. It's good to be positive. Be friends with one another. Learn how to communicate your differences. Alright?
She
But let me
wanna
get
call
back
me
to
a pussy. I don't like her. I think she's cool, but she's trying to call me a pussy. Nathan, I
You know what it is, bro?
Nathan, this your fault. This your fault, Nathan.
You're ugly. Y'all ugly and y'all poor.
Alright, cool. I love you too.
Listen, there's this concept within relationships, roles, what people call nagging or nagging or something like that. It's like when you be mean with someone that you're attracted to, take it a step, man, for me.
I'm not attracted to that face. I'm sorry. When she put her real face up there, I was stressed.
Exactly. Obviously. I love that. I love the
I
way
did not like
But anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. Let me say this
that
though.
big wig on your head. I just made it all
Y'all two get your hands off each
I
other.
love that.
Stop it.
Stay away from me.
Like y'all two need a room. Y'all two all sexually
No.
frustrated.
I'm Team Nathan. I'm Team Nathan.
Come on, man.
I'm for it, baby. Keep these
Don't need
niggas
to be
away
having
from
that
me.
wig on you. You're too young. You got your own hair.
Keep these niggas away from me. They're being aggressive.
Give me a badge, fam.
I don't know why these
Give me that.
niggas
She got her own hair. Why she gotta wear a wig? I don't understand it. You should be forced to wear your real hair.
I have a lot of hair.
You catfishing people. Nobody.
Listen, you can't be Team Nathan, man.
You
can't be Team Nathan. Let's get back to the conversation.
You can't do push-ups, but you want to talk about real
I saw
hair.
your PTR, mama. Your PTR is terrible.
I'm gorgeous. I know I'm gorgeous.
Dog face.
Yeah, I am.
D-O-G face.
Listen, that's why I give DOLL and the whole
No, not at all. It's D-O-G. You gotta
Because
spell
I'm
it correctly.
gorgeous.
D-O-G.
And you're mad about it because I would never want somebody like
Oh
you.
my God.
You like
That's all right.
prostitute.
I don't want
And
to
you're
make
mad
it.
because you
Nathan,
never
give me a badge. I'll take care of this. Give me a badge. I'll take care of this, Nathan. I don't like women.
I don't want to move anyone down, man. Come on, don't make me use moderation. I don't like modern people. Please, I look at it as my weapon. I don't want to put anyone down. Anyway, let me just go back to what I was saying. Manfinity, you gotta remember this, right? Beyonce is an entertainer. She started off as every black music. Let me not say it. The majority of all black musicians in the church. That's their stomping grounds. That's how they developed their talents, and from there, she used it, but she still paid homage. But she was never a gospel singer.
No, I know
She
she
just
wasn't
was a black girl from the south.
but she's
She just was a
mixing
black
the
girl
good
from
with
the
the
south.
bad. She's mixing the good with the bad. She's putting lipstick on the pig. That pig lifestyle of promiscuity and jumping and want to go ball, balling out. All of these horrible messages she's been talking about. Horrible messages going back to 2001, man.
We do not want to.
She shouldn't be pushing two messages. You can't be singing about Jesus on one end and then going over there, getting on the show with Michelle and Kelly talking about when Jesus can't say yes, Jesus says no, whatever the lyric is. And then over here, she wants to talk about drop it like it's hot, Monica Lewinsky all on my blouse, drunken in love, all these horrible languages. You can't mix it. That's what's bitter to me. When you mix it.
To be fair, drunken love, she's talking about being a married woman, just to be fair.
Now, if you listen to the lyrics, what she's talking about, go pull up the lyrics and read.
She's talking about being her husband, though. She's talking about her husband.
Yeah, you shouldn't be getting drunk.
I'm no Beyonce fan. I'm no Beyonce fan. Listen, my wife said that. Baby, I'm no Beyonce fan. Any way, shape, or form, I'm not going to pretend that I am. That's why I said if she is not mature, this is my opinion, right? I'm giving my opinion of her music. Because I don't listen to music like that. I believe that as an artist, you should progress. Which is why I have respect for the poet Jay-Z for no longer rapping about big pimping, right?
Oh my God!
I appreciate that he has matured past that, and in a genre of misogyny and hyper masculinity, he said, "I'm going to humble myself and make a song to my family, chronicling my mistakes." And showing the maturation, right? That's what he did. Which is why, I wasn't done yet. Which is why I respect him, right? And I said if Beyonce has not moved past, and yes, Tally, I like it. I like Beyonce better than Beyonce. I like it. So I'm still in it. Judge me as you wish. If she has not done that, then my critique of her is that she should, because I think at some point, especially when you're a 40-something-year-old woman, you should leave the club music alone and move on to more adult type.
That's all I'm saying. Don't devolve, bro.
My opinion. But I will land by saying this. I do understand that the hive will come to a Beyonce defense no matter what. Beyonce could shoot someone, the hive would say, well, the person jumped in front of her bullets, traveling at a high velocity. That's what they're going to say.
I definitely feel like y'all be acting like just because we like Beyonce, we'll kill anybody for Beyonce. But it's really not that. Like, honestly, when we love girls and we're in a girl system, we are banging for our bitches. Like, okay, I don't care. Are you talking? Sorry, guys, my sister's talking.
This is the toxic justification all over again, fam.
Listen, hold on. Anyway, though, what I will say is, when it comes down to it, not bitch, okay. But, like, honestly, I will say, when it comes down to it, I feel like, even when y'all say, like, oh, well, Jay-Z wouldn't do that. Okay, but we was all happy to see Beyonce, Blue Ivy, and Remy on the tour. Like, it's like, why can't girls be happy and be supportive of each other? Like, why is that like a contention of a problem? I feel like even when y'all talk about things, so like Jay-Z didn't have another part of this. It's like, okay, well, he should have been all in. And honestly, he was doing what he needed to be doing. He was in the background clapping for his daughters. He should be happy that all of his girls are on stage. His wife, his daughter, like that. You should be happy about that. Like, I feel like y'all niggas is acting like, oh, it's a problem.
So even if it's a question of manure, the girls are gonna support it just because it's the girls, right? That's the
not even the question of manure. Like, I feel like y'all sometimes act like, this is why I can't stand, is because y'all be mad at like black people for like being great in certain things and like not.
I'm a black person. I love it when black people are great.
No, okay, and we're all black. We're all black.
I don't think
Okay.
she's understanding me.
So why are you mad at people who are privileged?
I'm not mad.
Who are not privileged?
I'm not mad at you. I didn't express anger at Beyonce.
Hold on, let me respond there real quick. Let me respond. I'm not mad at her, right? I specifically said she's upholding positive imagery and she's sneaking in poison. So yeah, you're right. It's beautiful to see the family up there together. So I can offer criticism and at the same time say, you know what? There's some great things about this image. I like the fact that they're representing a wholesome family. But on the other end, they're pushing poison at the same time, which makes it a problem. So I'm agreeing with you. There's certain aspects of her image that are things we should reach for, that we should put out there for girls. But when she ruins it by saying, I'm trying to say. It's a duplicitous message that is not healthy for society.
I have a question.
Why is all critique looked at as anger?
Because she don't know the difference.
No, she wants to know specifically. My sister has a
Or jealousy.
because I'm with her now. What is the poison specifically? Let us know what Beyonce is doing to actually. No, but tell her. No, I couldn't.
You know the sister that came here. They don't even hear.
I can't hear.
I come in peace. You hear me? I come in peace. Kumbaya. Kumbaya. I was just wondering when you said she sneaks in the poison. What's the poison? I'm not in disagreement. I'm only listening. Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you sister friend. Sister friend. Let me just tell you. So I said. Sister friend. That's my sister friend right there. I like her. So the thing is, right? So the thing is, when she says something like a song like "Church Girl" on her Renaissance album. She's basically talking about drop it like a thotty. Yeah, you a church girl. Yeah, you go to church, but I want you to go to the club, let it all out, drop it like a thotty. We know thotty stands for that hoe over there. Why is she pushing this message, glamorizing behavior that leads people to being baby mamas and baby daddies? Let's promote messaging that's going to bring husbands and wives together so that they can have a family in the way that she does. She wouldn't push that message on Rumi and Blue Ivy.
Hold on, y'all. My sister will be on the app that much, but she want to answer. Go ahead, baby.
Let me tell you, I agree with you. I'm sorry. I agree with you. I agree with you. However, that's just not her mission. You gotta go look for the people who actually do want to uplift us, encourage us.
So I'm doing this. I'll bring a critique.
That's not her. That's not who she is. That's not Beyonce's MO.
I agree with you. So she don't have to do what I'm saying. I'm just offering a critique to Beyonce.
Answer me why you feel that way.
There's nothing we can do about it. People are gonna do what they want to do, and that's the choice that she's made. We can get mad about it, but we can't do nothing about it. You have to look to the role model who wants to be a role model. And she's not it. She's not it.
I agree with you. But the thing that we can't do about it, wait a minute. If there's enough people like.
Hold on. But you also said that, like, oh, I look up as Holly and it's this and that, but I do have a big sister. And you said, what is your big sister? My big sister does feel that way because she feels like I can be better. So, why is that a problem?
The woman that was just talking is your older sister or your younger sister?
I'm my older sister, but we just got different personalities. That's okay. Everybody different. Anybody who wants to do something that's not in their best interest, that's their choice. You can't change nobody. You only can change yourself. You can mad about it, only upset yourself. You only upset yourself when you concern yourself with stuff you can't do nothing about. But I understand this is subject that y'all talking about, and I agree with you. However, nothing's gonna change. Like that's their job. That's just their job.
I agree with you. I'm not telling her she needs to change. I'm merely offering a social critique. I'm offering a criticism, and you can take it or leave it. I'm not saying Beyonce got to do what I tell her to do. She can do whatever else she want to do. I'm outlining and observing that what she's doing is she's portraying a wholesome image while selling a message of poison. That's all my point is. And she don't got to change because I said it. And all I want to do is wake people up to that fact, and maybe if enough people stand up and say, you know what, Beyonce's doing the wrong thing, maybe she'll change. Maybe she will, and maybe she won't. Maybe that's right. I understand that's a high bar, but at least I'm going to be the one to tell the truth.
No, I also want to point out. Let me speak for a moment. The reason that y'all don't like me, and that's why I did let my sister get her shit off. Cause like honestly, truly, y'all not like her for real. Like y'all not growing plants. Y'all not out here trying to grow mushrooms. Y'all not out here trying to like really do what's good for black people. Like honestly, truly, anytime my sister is like, let me cook up another concoction, I gotta go get my mama. I gotta tell my grandparents. I gotta tell this. I gotta get that. She's getting us on like the healthiest shit possible. She out here making like little gummy worms and shit for us to get like the healthiest food. She growing mushrooms and shit so everybody can have like the best food possible. Y'all niggas not like that. Y'all want us to be in a position to be like. I don't know you. You're not giving that energy though. Because honestly, if you was giving that energy, I feel like you'd be a better person. Like, my sister is a better person. She's a nicer person.
Mine's better than nobody else.
How do you know this?
You're not giving life. You're not a nice person.
I'm not a nice person based on what?
That's how you talk. You really talking like your people are better than me?
You didn't call me out my name at all.
I ain't better than her. She ain't better than me.
Hold on. called me out my name at all. He's not been mean to me or like yelled at me or called me anything crazy.
Neither has
But
Man Infinity.
I'm spoiled. And he was not being watching me like a fucking okay,
Just ignore her. Just ignore it.
he was just being nice like I like it.
Okay. How old are you, Dollface? Sounds like you're pretty young.
I'm old as fuck. I'm 32.
And so why did you call me a pussy? Why can't you speak at a higher level?
When did I call you a pussy? I don't feel like I called you a pussy.
Are you the sister or are you Dollface?
I'm Dollface.
Okay, Dollface called Manfinity a pussy.
Oh.
So I don't know why you lying. You're 32 years. That's a big age to be acting like that, girl.
I do be saying stuff like that. That's my bad.
No, you better than that. Are you drunk or high? What's going on?
I am high, but honestly, I forgot how to say. Honestly, you said something even me first. I feel like you said something even me first.
I never throw the first punch, but I punch low. When I punch, if you go low, I go to the earth's crust. I don't stop.
It was one of the other ones. I feel like they be talking shit, and then I be backing that shit up. I'm like, don't be talking shit about my people. I'm
Why
like,
you always want to back shit up? Why you always being the thought? What you mean you want to back it up? You a thought, girl.
that's not nice. That's not
That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Exactly.
Come on.
I'm a dog. I've never been a whore.
She said I want to back it up. I'm just joking. I ain't calling her.
My sister on you, nigga. What you talking about?
No, I like her. I like your sister. Your sister has a level head, and she understands what I'm saying. She's just saying we can't change them, and that's true. I'm not here to change nobody, but I'm here to put a spotlight on it, and y'all can do what y'all want to do. If you want to keep behind Beyonce's bullshit, keep behind Beyonce's bullshit.
I'm not gonna be mean to y'all because my sister is here, so I can't be bullying y'all when my sister is here.
I wish Sister Fred. I wish you heard what she was saying about me. She called me a pussy. She called me all these names, and then as soon as you come in the room, now she want to act right. I don't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
She said, that's crazy.
Come on, man. Keep it on the up and up. Don't be calling people out their name.
I be nice to other people. Listen, no, for real, the other day, I was going crazy on Psych, I did apologize to you, didn't I? Tell my sister I apologized to you. I was apologizing to people.
Are you gonna apologize to me for calling me a pussy?
You don't even have to. You're good. It's a different day, different thing.
Yeah, apologize. Goddammit.
Are you gonna apologize for calling me a pussy?
Yes, apologize.
You're not gonna do anything.
Dollface, I asked you a question, yes or no?
Just say no.
You see that? Psych, you want to
Listen,
apologize?
I never wanted it. You just did it. That's the
I
thing.
came to that one on my own conclusion, but you're right. My sister was like, I should be nice. Psych did that by his own. Y'all are right. I should be nicer to y'all. I do apologize.
How many times did you look at that picture and thought that you saw something different from what you saw the first time?
The one that you drew?
No. The one that you mentioned to me yesterday in the DMs.
Oh man.
Down in the deep.
I was just like, I don't know, bro. That was, what I was thinking is like, someone lied to you.
Are you white?
Not what you think it
Are
is.
you white fight? Are you white fight?
I'll let you guess. What do you think?
Yeah, you sound whiter than me.
Okay, I'll be that for you. I'll be anything you want.
Leave my face alone. I like
That's
that.
pretty gay too. Don't do that.
I am gay. Be careful, I might like you.
Oh, you are.
You're the spectrum fan. You're not gay, right? For the spectrum.
I might like you. Calm down.
No, that's not.
You got that you got that lazy swag voice of yours. That's kind of hot.
That's not good.
See, look, you're trying harder now to do it.
What in the Diddy? Baby oil activities.
What you hear?
I don't want to hear it. I didn't hear it. Oh my God.
You're out, look. No. Don't worry, bro. I got a little
There's certain doors I don't even want to go in the door no more. Oh.
You good though. That's good. That's a good one.
Hey, can I be moderator in this room? I need to help moderate.
Don't be asking for moderators. Let's have.
No, cause you seem like
being
you
a moderator in this room.
No. You would delete everybody in this room.
It's not a privilege, bro.
Who would do that?
Manfinity, do you have anyone blocked?
I have 0 people blocked.
Alright.
Don't do it.
That's it, bro.
Bruce, what you got a problem with me for?
No, you gonna delete 2 people in this room right now.
Are you the type of person?
Why would you accuse me of that?
Are you the type of person who is not willing to abuse his smart powers? Meaning that if someone's cursing at you and all that other, you would have to be humble. Like, you see, I handled the situation with Dollface, and I was like, hey, calm down. Most people would just move them down. But being a Martin Chillism.
But why did you allow me and her to go back and forth for so long?
Cause he's a good mod.
Because I felt like it would have been wrong for me not allow you to express yourself.
Right.
Did you ignore the context that was created?
Not really, because I don't like to see women and men go at it because I always think that the man is punching down. He is a dictator, not a moderator.
This is a
Is
free
it this
space.
one?
I hate you. I guess I don't know the ground rules for this space. I guess if I would allow people to attack people personally. Everything will be based on an argument. No personal attacks.
Everybody should calm down.
You wouldn't know, man. No, you can't. No, you can't. I like
last I checked, Bruce, who are you?
No,
Where'd you come from?
see, no, because
You're trying to get some content right now. Why you keep getting in my face?
You would have muted me right now.
Why you keep getting in my face, though?
You would have took me out.
Hey,
You would
I
have
asked you a question. Why you keep getting in my face?
Thank you,
What
Nathan.
did Bruce do?
Nathan, this is a younger 7 cent for sure, bro. I swear.
Nah, he's
Anybody
a
catch a straight
shot.
shot. Keep going.
Sharper, but like he has a 7 cent.
You would be in your feelings and stuff like that, and that's the
Bruce,
problem.
you about to catch
Like,
a straight shot.
Look,
You're on
a good mod. Let me tell you something. A good mod will just let shit flow, and then if everything would just flow with by itself. You would not do that, and anybody that like just not let me talk and just let me in, would it just he's good. Nathan, hey brother, thank you. Man, you've been a bitch. You've been a bitch. You've been a bitch a long time. See, I can't say that. I can't say he been a bitch. Then he would have pushed me down. See, that's what I'm saying. Nathan is like, let shit flow. Me as a mod, let shit flow in the story.
No, that's the rhythm of the room. I'll let shit flow too. I'm telling you, if I was had my own room, no personal attack, everything on the issue. For me. Now, if this room allows for that, I'm gonna follow suit. I'm not here to impose my view on people.
You sensitive, nigga. You sensitive, man. You sensitive.
I ain't sensitive at all. If I was sensitive, I would have done something.
No, nigga, you been sensitive. You sensitive right now.
What makes you think I'm sensitive?
I'm telling you, Nathan's like, dude, just let it flow, let it go. You're like, why you gonna say that? Why do you put me as a mod? Anybody that says, let me be mod is sensitive, dude. You're not a good mod.
Bruce, you didn't hear me say that if that's the vibe of the room, I'm gonna rock with the vibe. I said if I had my own space, I would not allow personal attacks. But if this room, I wasn't done talking. Excuse me, I wasn't done talking. If this room is called chillism, and y'all are chill when it comes to personal attacks, once the ground rules are explained, I will enforce. I will gladly encourage the the rules of the game to be followed. I'm not here to
You've been
impose
the
what I
only
would do.
one talking in this room right now.
That's right, because I'm talking. I got some sense. You ain't got no sense.
No, nigga, you been talking about the most
Call me
nigger
nigga
shit
one more
ever.
good time and see what happens.
Nigger.
And you put the ER
Hey,
on there.
go down, man. Yeah, and I'm black.
Now what the ER?
You ain't black. You ain't black. You ain't been black a day in your life.
Alright. But see, I bet you've been the
But
first one. You've been the first one muted me, putting back down.
I don't
Will
put
let
people
me
down.
say anything. Do
That
yes,
was
sir.
happening today, so why are you tripping? I didn't see it happen today, so why are you
Yeah, I'm
tripping?
asking Nathan, you want to get a green bean?
No, I hope
I'm
niggas
asking
don't
you,
get you.
nigga.
I
Did I
hope
ask
you.
you a question?
I'm a nigga now.
Yeah, you want a nigga.
Bruce, chill out, Bruce. Come on, man.
No,
I asked Nathan a question and you got something to say.
bro.
Why you keep getting in my face though?
No. These are trolls,
If
bro.
I ask
Fuck
Nathan
you,
a question,
nigga.
what you got? If I ask Nathan a question, what you got to say about it? Shut your ass up.
See, we already see that
Let me
you're
tell you
fucking.
something. Let me tell you something.
You
You lucky
evil
I'm a
ass.
Christian. You lucky
I
I'm a
moved
Christian.
him
If I
down,
wasn't a Christian,
bro.
I'd smack the shit out of you. But luckily for you, I'm Christian.
Sorry for that, man, Infinity, bro. The thing is this, man. We have a lot of trolls coming into this room. But my question is this: why would you be seeking a moderator? Let me ask that.
The reason why I would be seeking a moderator is because I haven't flexed my moderator skills in a very long time, and I've been asked on another major room on this app to moderate as a solo moderator. So I want to basically flex my muscle. It's nothing to congratulate about, but I want to flex my muscle a little bit, and it's only going to be for a period of time. I'm not asking to be a moderator from here on out, but I do have great moderator skills. I listen. I allow people to finish. Especially if we're having a discussion about a certain topic, I want to show you and others that I got the skills. And I can go do my own room, but they got me shadow banned on here, so the people come in one at a time, three at a time. I don't got no time for that. So at the end of the day,
You have the asterisk, you're not ready for it.
This nigga want us to prepare for political people, right?
Yeah, you have the asterisk,
so what